Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween. Okay, go ahead and leave me a comment below on what's your favorite Halloween candy. Mine is a Kit Kat bar, and I think I had like four of the mini versions this weekend already. So I won't be having any more candy. Don't have any more. And we have some candy that we're gonna hand out to the kids that's passing by this evening, but that's it for Halloween. So what's your favorite Halloween candy? Are you a chocolate lover, or you like those little sucking lollipop, or what's your favorite Halloween candy? And let's see who is joining today on Halloween Day, October 31st, the last day of the month, which reminds me that November is coming up, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas is pretty much around the corner. So hi, Michelle, thanks for joining. And so since today's December 31st, I want to also remind you guys of tomorrow tax savings masterclass to go ahead and join. I will leave the registration link below this video to come and hang out with me during the tax savings masterclass. I also have a great bonus for you guys for a free tax review, and this basically will help you to know all the things that you will have to do coming into year end so that you can take advantage of all the tax savings under the new tax law. So it's all about savings money and you know what you can do. So as I said, if you're watching right now, go ahead and leave what's your favorite Halloween candy. Mine is a Kit Kat bar, so delicious. And then we will follow up. But today what I want to talk about is how you can start shedding all the excess fat this year. And I'm not going to talk about how much candy you can eat, so go ahead and eat all the candy that you want to have today and for the rest of the week until your pile is finished. You don't want to waste any sugar. But the excess fat that I'm talking about is basically excess expenses in your business. What are you spending money on? So this is a time of year that you want to go ahead, in addition to looking at how much money you're making. I talked yesterday that one of the things that you want to come to the masterclass with is knowing how much money you've made. So now that you know how much money you brought in this year, is what are some of those areas where you can basically cut back, and that's basically expenses that are not serving your business, it's not helping you to grow, they're not helping you to save money, they're just basically not doing anything for you. And one of the areas that, hi Tyrone, thanks for joining. One of the areas I want to highlight are subscriptions. Now, there's a lot of subscriptions that a lot of business owners are signing up to every month and so forth. So make sure that you go through your list of subscription this month or before the end of the year and look to see what were those things that I signed up for back in January or last year that's basically is charging me, but you're really not using them. So go through your subscription list. So that's one of the high ticket items where a lot of people are spending a lot of money on, but because the amount is so small or they're charging it on a credit card, that they're basically they basically forget that they're spending that money, and before you know it, they're spending money that they really don't need to spend. So that's really some of the excess fat that you want to start shedding from your business financials, from your business expenses, so that you can end the year with more cash flow. Also, there are also, when you come to subscriptions, there's some of them that you plan to continue to use, but you may not be using it this month or next month, so that you can even contact the customer service for that company and to see if they have some kind of pause plan or something like that, the month that you're not using it, if they're going to be able to charge a reduced fee or pause your subscription for the months you're not using it, so that you don't lose all your data. So sometimes you don't have to actually cancel the service or anything. Sometimes you can pause it based on the provider, so that you don't lose all the information, and then you can pick up where you left off on. So that's one category that you can take a look at. And the second category, if you guys know anything about me, hi Samantha, thanks for joining, it would be the tax savings category. And as I mentioned, that tax savings is one of the quickest return on your cash that you can get as a business owner. So, you want to make sure that you join the masterclass tomorrow so that you can learn some of the things that you can do in order to save some of that, expense that you're spending in paying taxes and reduce the amount of cash that you have to spend on paying taxes. The other thing that you want to look at is, what percentage of your income you're spending on certain expenses, whether you are, leasing an office space, whether you are going through coaching, marketing expenses, and so forth, and see what return is bringing to your business. So you want to always keep the return, the ROI in mind. What are you getting from, the amount of money that you're spending? So, keep that in mind when you're looking at, the amount of money that you're spending, whether it's marketing, whether it's any type of consulting, to see that you're actually getting a return for it, because you don't want your business to become this big cost center that you're spending all this money, but you're hardly seeing the return. And I think that when you're able to do that, then that's one of the ways that will help you to be more cognizant of, some of the money that you're spending, and help you to choose your providers more wisely, because at least you know what return you have an expectation as far as what return you need to get, or what the service should do for you, so that you'll be able to get that return. So every time you're going to make an investment, in your business, and spend a lot of money, whether it's marketing, financial service, or anything like that, to think about, what's the return that you're going to basically get, whether it's in savings, whether it's increased revenue, whether it's, cutting costs or anything like that, so that you'll be able to at least have an expectation of how much money you should be spending, how much, they're saving you, or how much, they're helping you to basically bring in more clients, increase your revenue, or anything like that. So have an expectation, and that will help you to stop overspending. And the last thing I want to mention, and this is what a lot of new business owners get themselves in, and 2, 3, 4, 5 years, is the creeping credit card debt. So you're in your business, you're investing in yourself, investing in your business, but what you don't realize is that your credit card debt is creeping month after month after month after month. And then before you know it, you have, all this credit card debt, but pretty much nothing to show for it. I'm not saying that you should not invest in yourself. Go ahead and do so, invest in your business and so forth. But as I said, what is the return that you're getting? Are you charging, your internet on your credit card? What are some of those expenses that you're charging on there, and you're not able to pay it each month? So some of those are the excess, fat or baggage that your business is carrying, that you pretty much may not need to have. And then you can start, reviewing your numbers. A lot of times, by what I've experienced with some, business owners, by the time they're supposed to cut it, they've already spent, 12 months, or they've already, already spent all the money before they really sit down and think, I really spend that much money on this. I really spend that much money. And that, hi Brandy, thanks for joining. And it can be a lot of money. So as you go out and eat all the Halloween candy, as you go out and think about the end of October, and I'm sure that a lot of people are going to start planning for 2019, take a look at what you're spending money on so far this year, to see how you can not be cheap, but to start spending a little more wisely and cut the excess fat that you really don't need in your business. And one of the additional ways, as I mentioned, is the tax savings. So you can go ahead and join me for the tax savings masterclass tomorrow. So whether you're a new business owner, whether you're bringing in over $1 million in revenue, I have something for you, some savings that you will definitely benefit from, and some changes that you will need to make by December 31st. So that's where I will be tomorrow. Hopefully I see each one of you guys there, and I will see you in the masterclass tomorrow. Have a good day.